wrestling is the gayest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I find it really funny when like a wrestler or anyone who wrestles tries to like say something homophobic, because this looks like I'm watching like dry sex. Like, you guys are fully clothed, just like all over each other.
They love it.
I'm gonna get so much hate for saying that. If you wrestle, please don't come after me. Just saying though. Right. I got a podcast. Add to the no. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of I'm Literally Screaming. Applause, crowd cheers, crazy noises in the background, cuckoo bonk. I'm Spencer, and each week I will be joined by a very special guest while we talk about all the crazy shit going on in our lives. Today, me and my guest will be talking about our comparisons being gay and lesbian. We're also going to be talking about straight people assuming we like them just because we're a part of the LGBTQ plus community. And we're also going to be talking about spirituality. Everybody, please give a warm welcome to Miss Grace Dog, otherwise known as Emily Gracin.
Hi, everyone. I'm Emily. I'm a lesbian, and I'm really lesbian.
And I'm Spencer, and I'm gay, really gay. And
Hell
that's the end of our podcast.
Bye.
No. So how was your weekend?
It was good.
What did
Vibing.
you do?
That's a good question.
Do you remember?
No, I don't remember what I did this morning. It's the morning.
Oh, yeah, no. You want to know what I did this weekend?
Yeah,
Hopefully it'll make you feel better.
You tell me.
This really wasn't the weekend, but I basically went to the doctor.
Love.
And while I was there, they told me that like I'm prone to liver failure.
Wait, I'm prone to liver failure.
Really?
Is that a gay thing?
I don't know. Are you on meds?
Do you have a fatty liver?
I don't know. How
Mine's
do I find
fat.
out?
They like do a little scan, but mine has like too much fat. Not to make it about me.
No.
You tell me about your liver.
Oh, okay. No, I want to hear more about the fatty area of your liver.
She's just like thick, like she's fat.
Oh, okay. Work.
Like it's called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease because that's what happens to alcoholics, except I'm not an alcoholic.
Oh.
But it's fatty.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry
Cool.
to ruin the mood.
No, it's okay. Oh, I'll ruin the mood a lot more.
Okay,
So basically, I'm on like different meds. So like, you know, I don't kill myself. And I went to the doctor and I was having like this really nice conversation with her. And out of nowhere, she was like, so like, when do you take your medications? Is it like different times a day? And I was like, no, like I just down all that shit in the morning and then go about my business. And she was like, has anyone ever told you not to do that? And I was like, why would they tell me not to do that? Is there a problem with that? And she starts asking me like all these questions about like, have you noticed your anxiety getting worse? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, does the medication not work for you anymore? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, so basically what I'm trying to tell you is you have to take certain medications at night and certain medications in the morning, because when I take all my medications at once, my liver has to process all of it. And I've been doing that for so long that if I keep doing it, I am prone to liver failure.
Yes, congrats.
Slay. I know, thank you.
That's amazing.
I know.
No, but I don't think you should take a bunch of pills at once, probably.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably common sense, but I lack a lot of that.
That's okay.
I'm like book smart. I'm not common sense smart.
Okay. So, do we get you a liver book?
No, I haven't read any books on the liver recently, but I told my mom about it too. I was on my way home. I was crying because I was like, Mom, does liver failure run in our family? And my mom was like, no, but like, why are you taking all your medication at once?
Yeah, and also, wouldn't they not work? Like all at the same time? Are they all for your brain?
2 are for my brain. One is one is like PrEP, and that's like, you know,
right,
PrEP.
I know what that is. Yeah.
If you know PrEP, you know PrEP. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
And then the other one is like hair, skin, and nails. Because every man in my family is bald, and I'm not trying to live that kind of life.
Right.
Actually, every single man in my family, like my cousins, they all went pretty much bald in high school. And growing up, the common joke in the family was like, oh, when's Spencer going to lose all of his hair? Because I have curly hair and all of them had straight hair. Guess who's not bald, bitch? Me.
Just taking those pills. You will kill your liver before you're bald.
Okay, so thank you. I don't know how to respond to that. I don't know how to like fully respond to that statement. But all I will say is, okay, cool. No. So I started taking my hair, skin, and nails in prep at night.
Right. Do you have to take prep every day for it to work?
Yes, you do. And you know what's crazy?
That's
is
even
that-
more things. Sorry, but that's even more things that you guys have to do.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to take like. There's so much work that goes into you being gay.
Oh, we've talked about all the work that goes into it backstage, talking about preparations.
Yeah, that's a lot of preparation.
You ate that up.
Thank you.
Yeah, we are talking about. Oh, I don't even think I can say that word, so never mind.
I don't think.
Yeah, it involves water and rectums, and that's all I can say. But, yeah, that's. Oh my gosh! Sorry, everyone. It's been like. I want all of you to know, first of all, shout out to the comment section. I am drinking out of the comment section mug. Love you, Drew.
Shout out, Drew.
I don't know what made me decide this morning to get a cold brew with 2 extra shots of espresso, but I'm wired. So this is going to be a really fun show.
Yay.
Well, fun for me. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to keep up with my...
Oh, I can keep up. There's Adderall running through my veins
Me
right
too.
now, baby girl.
Are you on the extended release?
No, because that one gives me anxiety.
I'm on the extended release.
That's why you're like, ta 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 ta.
Yeah, no, I'm like, ooh.
This is so fun.
I know. I can't believe we're both on... Oh, yeah, how many... Let's get into the juicy details. How many milligrams are you on of Adderall?
15, like, because I take it like every couple of hours, because you're smiling too. I take it every couple of hours because it's the
salt
short
ones, yeah.
the literal methamphetamine salts.
Yeah, so I take 25
Can we talk
milligrams of the extended release.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Actually, that's exactly what my doctor told me too. She was like, so she was new. I didn't know that she's a new doctor. The one that I saw who told me I was prone to liver failure in the future if I kept doing what I was doing. And she sat down and she was like asking me about like all my prescriptions. And I told her that I was on the extended release Adderall. And she was like, okay, how many milligrams? And I said 25. And she said, are you serious? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, who wrote that prescription for you? And I was like, the doctor's here. And she was like, oh my gosh, that's a lot. And I was like, yeah, I know. I need it. And she was like, that's a problem. You need it. And I was like, damn, like, stop reading me in this doctor's office.
No, I feel that. And that's another thing that we can get into with the spirituality stuff, because one of these spiritual healers that I went to is basically being like, Adderall's killing you. Like, it's like controlling you. Like, and I was like, well, I need it. So.
Well, yeah, though, I mean, like, that's the scary thing about Adderall. It's 1, an addictive drug. And 2, because it's addictive, your body gets used to it.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's why a lot of the times when people take Adderall, their prescription doesn't go down, it goes up.
Right.
And that's why when you are taken off of Adderall, they have to take you down in dosages.
Yeah, and you'll like blow up like a balloon because it shoots your metabolism.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, anyways.
No, it's okay. That's so scary though. It's like how much one like medication, like one thing can do to your entire body. And if you just stop taking it, the effects it has on your mental and physical health.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I don't know when you got prescribed it, but I was like in college.
I was too.
They give it to like 8-year-olds. Like when you take a lot of it, you feel like you're on literally meth. Not that I've been on literally meth.
Yeah, I haven't either.
No, I'm kidding. But like I can't believe they give it to children.
I've talked about like, I think I talked about the kid who like once tried to stab me on here. I'm pretty sure I did. But yeah, there was a kid who tried to stab me. It's a really long story. But I had a friend and my mom used to like babysit like him and his siblings over the summer because his parents would travel to South Africa for their like 1-year anniversary or like every anniversary. And the one son, I'm not going to say his name, but he was on Adderall. And I remember growing up and I was like, I can never take Adderall because it was so, first of all, he was a year older than me. And when I was around him when he wasn't on Adderall, it was like so much light and like he was just like so excited to do things. And then he would take it And I'm not joking, he would lock himself in his room and like read books. And I was like, damn, you're boring.
Yeah, I actually just made a TikTok the other day because I didn't take it for like a day because I was hungover. I can't take it when I'm hungover. I feel like insane. And I was like, wait, I have such a big personality when I don't take it. But then I feel like I need, like, then sometimes it does give me, I don't know, it's a 50-50.
Because you want to know what it does?
Okay.
It enhances your dopamine.
Yeah.
That's why they tell you when you're like weaning your way off of it, they also tell you to like avidly run or go to the gym. Because going to the gym, like, it helps release dopamine and endorphins. Excuse me. But that's why they also say, like, a lot of people who, if they stop taking their Adderall, like, abruptly, or it's like they're not weaning their way out, but like, oh, we missed a prescription. So, like, you have to wait to get your prescription. A lot of the times, people who are on, like, higher dosages, they'll hit like depressive episodes or have like really bad mood swings, anger issues because it's affecting your dopamine levels.
Right.
That's kind of like with Zoloft too, but Zoloft it's more like zaps. Have you ever been on Zoloft? Yeah, I'm on that bitch too.
Love. We're so quirky.
Yeah, no.
I've never been on antidepressants.
They're fun.
That sounds so fun.
I actually one time I didn't know what brain zapping was until
I don't know what that is.
Oh, I'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
I have been on Zoloft for about a few years now. I think I started when I was 19. I'm 21 now. And essentially what happens is when you take Zoloft, it changes the way your brain releases like the happy hormones. So it's like when you stop taking it, your brain's like, what the hell is going on right now? And then I'm not joking. I called my therapist and my psychiatrist crying because I was like, what is wrong with me? I was getting like these zaps where it was like almost like I would just be sitting there and it was like, it felt like this like weird, you know, when you get chills, it kind of felt like that, but different. It felt like I was like it felt like a force was just like, like I'm not joking. Like my mom was coming around and she was like, Spencer, are you okay? Because I was just doing the most mundane, simple tasks and like my hand would just go like,
That's insane. That's literally what. Oh my God, the drugs are killing us.
I just saw a video on TikTok of some guy talking about how he now has like these like tics and he's stuttering.
No, it's
because
all
like
on
he has
purpose.
an actual like his brain actually has like the antidepressants change the chemicals in his brain to the point where like it's almost like he has brain zaps 24/7. And I was watching that and he was like, if you're taking Zoloft or antidepressants and they're trying to up your dosage, tell them no because it's going to mess with your brain real bad. And I was like, oh.
That's what the government wants. The podcast, whoever's watching this is going to think I'm crazy. But the whole conversation about like, what's it called? Like big pharma and like just how all the prescription meds that they give us are just to kill us.
Not only that, not just to kill us, I know.
Or to like get us reliant on them.
Not only get us reliant on them, but it's also like, I feel like a form of like mind control.
Yeah.
Like it's like you go to a doctor and you're like, oh, I can't concentrate. And instead of them being like, let's find ways to help you concentrate or let's find ways to like help you learn in a proper way. And don't get me wrong, there are people who have like very like severe ADHD. And for people like that, I understand. Like you need Adderall to stay focused because it's like if you don't have it, it's like you're off the walls. But I know people, I'm not going to say their names, who have literally been like, I started taking Adderall in college from friends and I became reliant on it. I don't have ADHD, but you just have to go to a psychiatrist and be like, I can't concentrate. And they're like, prescription.
There's so many ads on TikTok about getting Adderall. Like every day I get ads for that.
I see that too. They're trying to get us. They already got me.
They got us.
They did get us.
They yeah.
And I can't change, even if I try.
Even if I wanted to. My love, my love, my love.
Are you trying to ask me if I'm gay?
No, I know you are.
Oh, cool.
I like, look at us.
I don't think I look that gay.
I mean, I don't think you can look gay, but if there was a look, you'd have it.
Work.
So let's dive in, I guess, into like our sexualities.
Okay.
So what would you identify as?
Gay.
Oh, same.
Cool. Honest or like lesbian. I think I know like gay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like gay is like just gay. You know what I mean? Like anyone can
It's
say
an umbrella
gay.
term.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's what's so weird about the umbrella term is like
it is
being
weird.
gay is an umbrella term, but at the same time, like
you're gay.
I'm gay.
You're gay.
But I'm gay.
Right.
Like Gaga. Maybe that's how Lady Gaga got her name. She was like, the gay gays like me. So I'm Lady Gaga.
That's probably exactly what happened.
I
You're right.
really do think so.
She's such an ally. No, but yeah, I think I would just say yeah, I'm a lesbian.
And
I think
what are
that
your
everyone's
pronouns?
a little gay though. She, they.
Okay. I go by any.
Love.
Gender fluid.
Per.
Whoop whoop. When did you come out, by the way?
In high school.
Can I know about your coming out experience?
Yeah, I I was really dramatic, Leo. So I
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I made this whole Instagram post and was like, "Hey guys, like just wanted to make everyone aware that I told everyone I was bi."
Oh, I did that too. It's how you start out.
And I knew that I wasn't, but I didn't even want to say I was bi. My ex, my girlfriend at the time was like, "You have to tell people you're bi." And I was like, "Why?" And she was like, "'Cause it's just better. Just do it." And I was like, "Okay."
I feel like saying you're bi is something a lot of gay people do because it's like you're dipping your toes in the sand. Or
Right.
you're like in the water. It's like testing out the waters. And you're like, oh,
Right.
I'm bisexual.
Like, I'm
and
a
you're waiting
little
to see
gay.
if people are like, okay. Or, yay.
Yeah.
Or like, no.
Yeah. And so I grew up in like a really liberal. Are you from a liberal? Where are you from?
New Jersey.
Oh.
And you're from Florida.
Obviously, you're from New Jersey. But are you from like? Because I know there's like parts of New Jersey that are like more, like, the suburb part that aren't they more like Trumpy there or no?
Oh, hell yeah.
Right. So
I
are they
grew
not?
up in like, I grew up in a liberal household, I would say. But like the town next to me was like wild. Like when I tell you like when I tell you like white, like
Hate.
like very hateful, very, let me just say, I grew up in a town next to another town. That's it. No. The town I grew up in was right next to a very conservative town.
Wait, where in New Jersey? Are you allowed to say? Are you not gonna
North, very far north.
Oh, okay.
And I remember like me and my friends would be like, we're never going there. Like we cannot go there. It's scary. And like that area of New Jersey was known to have active members in a white nationalist, whatever.
Hate.
Yeah. The KKK. So like me and my friends would never go up there. It was terrifying. I had a friend who lived up there, and if I was there, I would be there when the sun was shining, and I would only be in her house. Any other time, the sun going down, bitch, I'm going home.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
That's scary.
But I would say I grew up in a town that was, I wouldn't necessarily call it conservative. I would say that it was like very, like I went to Catholic school.
That's like
Scary.
That's scary. Every time, and it's always the gays that went to I mean, I literally.
Did you go to Catholic
Jewish.
school?
No, I'm Jewish.
Oh.
But oh, but
no, not like in a oh,
No,
but
it's
like in a
okay.
oh.
Yeah, but I feel like every gay I talked to went to Catholic school or Christian school.
Yeah, that's how we found out.
Right.
I feel like when you're like told like, hey, people who like the same gender are going straight to hell, you're like, oh, now I'm scared because I might be into guys.
Right.
Oh, wait. So tell me how you came out. No, it's okay.
Okay. I posted on Instagram, told everyone was bi, and everyone was just like cool about it, honestly, because I'm from a liberal place. I mean, North Florida is like insane, but I'm from South Florida, so everyone there is like with the shit. So everyone was like cool. Most people, it was like half and half, being like obviously, and because I was femme in high school, so it was a little like I didn't look like this in high school. So
We change, we evolve.
right, we evolved. But yeah, I was dating my best friend for like 3 years, and like the first year no one knew. So they just thought we were friends, but half of my like grade kind of, not half, like some people caught on and were like, I think that they're like dating, because I'd make it really obvious. And then other people were like,
You guys were holding hands in the hallways, and they were like,
they're just friends.
That's a little gay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then I told my mom. She was cool. Everyone was cool, honestly. I only had one friend that was weird. One friend that was like, okay, just like don't, like with my ex, she was like, just don't kiss in front of me. And at the time I was like, ha ha ha. And now I'm like, bitch, what the does that mean? That's up.
Really weird.
That's so
like, don't
weird.
kiss in front of me.
What does that mean?
I'd look at her and I'd say, okay, don't breathe in front of me, weird ass.
Yeah, I should have just like,
don't kiss in front of me.
Like, what's wrong
What
with
is
you?
wrong with you? You don't want me to kiss my significant other in front of you? Okay, don't breathe in front of me. Don't blink in front of me. Don't move in front of me. How does that feel?
Why does it
weird
bother
ass?
you? Also, like, I feel like people who say weird things like that, it's because they're gay.
Deep down.
Sorry.
I
Sorry,
think, like,
babe,
that
you're gay.
that like internal homophobia, and they're like, I can't see that because if I do, I'm gonna have feelings.
Right. If I do, I'm going to feel some
I'm gonna like
things.
feel a spark.
Exactly. So, and then there were the girls who I know they're gay now, who when I came out, they started being like, so Emily, like, so like what? You like tits or ass? And I'm like, no, I'm not talking, like, I know that they're gay. Because there were girls that got way too comfortable asking me
That's
questions.
what's so weird.
Like,
Like you come out and then for some reason people feel entitled to like ask you the most like sexual questions,
like vulgar questions.
Like they're like, oh, are you top or bottom? Or like, oh, do you like this or this? And it's like, would you ask a random stranger or a other person you're friend with who is straight these type of questions?
Right.
Like you're asking me about sexual detail. Also, by the way, like when I was being asked these questions, like I was a virgin.
Right.
You know, so it's like you're asking me all these questions that I don't even have answers to yet. Like you're asking me like if I'm interested in this, and this, and it's like I don't know. Like
I feel like especially with gay guys, it's like, are you a top or a bottom? I feel like that's such a question. I don't know if that's no, that's a thing with that's a thing with all the gays, I guess. But it's like, why? And I guess I
feel like in my head that's how they're like, who's the guy and who's the girl?
Right.
Because it's like, who's the dominant one and who's the submissive one?
Yeah, who's the man in the relationship?
Yeah, we're both men, bitch. That's why we're dating each other and we call ourselves gay. Like, who's the man in the relationship? Are you dumb? We're both men. That's the thing. That's why we're labeled as gay. Thanks. Just a quick little PSA. Who's the man? Who's the woman? Funny you say that because we're both men.
Right.
Stupid. Sorry.
What if I asked a straight couple that? Who's the man? Who's the woman?
Who's the man and who's the woman?
Oh,
they'd be gagged.
Who's the woman and who's the woman in the relationship and they're straight?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask a straight couple.
Yeah,
that.
to hurt the male fragility of this generation. Just
Yeah.
going on them. I came out to my mom in her sleep.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean in her sleep?
Like she was fast asleep in bed. Okay.
I'm
so
peeing.
I think
you did that on purpose?
No.
Oh.
So let me just like dive right into this, okay? So I knew I was fruity. Like I knew everyone.
Yeah, when
pretty
did
much
you
knew.
know? Did you know your whole life? Because I
Hell
didn't.
yeah, I knew in Catholic school.
Okay, but like what age?
I kissed a boy in preschool.
Right.
I feel like I always like I didn't know. It was so weird because like I feel like I've always known. It was one of those things where I was like, I've always known, but growing up going to Catholic school, it was eventually through Catholic school I learned like this isn't okay.
Wait, so they overtly tell you it's not okay?
I remember her having almost somewhat of an argument with one of my teachers because I was really confused. This is what she said. If Hitler was on his deathbed and he was genuinely sorry for his sins and he asked God for forgiveness and gave his soul over to God, God would let him into heaven. Gay people, though, no. I'm sorry. You're talking about a man who actually committed genocide and killed millions of people. And because two people of the same gender are like, oh, I'm in love. And they I don't know, they're living their damn life. You're like, oh, sorry. Hell you go.
It's literally, I genuinely think it's a deeper thing of of not wanting to see people live their true self. Like I think it's like a jealousy, like I could never be so like authentically myself, so like fearlessly, so I'm gonna like hate on people who do that.
I'm actually gonna spill a little tea right now about the Catholic Bible.
Okay,
so
let's get into it.
I don't mean if you're like a religious fanatic and you get mad at what I'm about to say. Not that I think anyone who's like a religious fanatic would watch this, like two gay
Yeah.
people sitting on a couch or sitting in chairs next to each other. But I know, first of all, I always love to say this. In the Bible, God gave us free will. Who wrote the Bible? Man. Meaning man had the free will. Yeah, sure, you could say God was talking to you. I can say God, if I traveled back in time, I could be like, yeah, God's telling me this right now. And I could write it in the Bible. And you guys can say like, oh, that's not true. That's wrong. Be real. Like, please, like be real time.
Let's just be honest.
Like, let's be honest.
Let's just be real.
And it's known that the original like translation from the Bible is man, like it was talking about pedophilia, because it is known, especially in the Catholic Church, that priests, bishops, they all touch, well, not all of them, but a vast majority of them are known for touching especially children in the like commune, the communion, whatever you want to call it, the community. And I personally believe that when they were transcribing everything, they were like, holy shit, everyone's really mad at us because we're pedos. But you know who they should be mad at, I guess? Gay people. So like, why don't we like divert their attention to people that aren't causing a problem? Gay people. So they don't look at us.
Right.
And then gay people got a whole bunch of shit and they went about their business being like, we're pedos.
But if you really want to get into something, I also think it has to do with like people, straight men get so mad when they see two gay guys, but when they over sexualize lesbians, or two femme lesbians, like they eat that up. And I feel like it has to do also, but then they're also openly homophobic towards like masculine lesbians. So I just think it's just a toxic masculinity thing.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
That's all it is, in my opinion.
Absolutely. I completely agree.
Yeah.
I think that the problem, at least for what I've seen, is that, how do I even put this? Like men have a very, it's like seeing gay men, it's like they feel like they're being like falsely, gay men give a bad rep to men type thing.
Oh,
like,
that's
you know
ridiculous.
what I mean? Like it's so easy for men to like categorize and umbrella everyone under one thing.
Right.
But when it comes to men themselves, it's so hard for them to categorize having gay men, feminine men, queer men, because it's like, oh, we're just supposed to be manly. No.
Right.
And that, I think that's like another big part of it. And it's also like letting down that guard of being feminine. And that's why a lot of the times like you hear like men will play sports like football and all these like hands-on sports. And it's because like, let's be real, guys. You want to hug your friends. You want to give them a kiss on the cheek, but you're too afraid to. And the fact of the matter is you're too afraid to because you're taught growing up like, oh, men can't like men. Men can't show affection unless it's to like a woman or someone that they like. And it's like, no, you can show affection to literally anyone you want. And I feel like for them, affection is tackling each other on a field because it's like, this is my only opportunity to touch another man.
Right.
Or slapping their like teammate's ass in a locker room.
Wrestling is the gayest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I find it really funny when like a wrestler or anyone who wrestles tries to like say something homophobic because your sport is touching other men and like
You're
the
hugging.
most awkward positions. Like I've seen sometimes I
They're,
look
like,
at these
face to
positions and
face.
I'm like, this looks like I'm watching like dry sex. Like you guys are fully clothed, just like all over each other.
They love it.
I'm gonna get so much hate for saying that. If you wrestle, please don't come after me. Just saying though. Oh yeah.
Or you're like, please come after me.
No, please don't. I'm just sitting here like, he. Come after me, wrestlers. No, I'm sorry. Damn, those 2 shots of espresso are hitting me. Oh yeah, how I came out. I like totally never said that, but I want to jump back into that.
Oh, she was asleep.
Yeah, so I was too afraid to come out to my mom. She was like, I knew my mom wouldn't care, but like I literally was like,
Are you an only child?
yes.
Okay.
And that's why I was kind of scared because I didn't have a sibling to come out to. I came out to my friends first. And then I was like, I need to practice coming out to my mom. Like I have to just try it, okay? So I sat next to my mom's bed while she was asleep. I literally crawled in on the floor not to wake her. And I sit next to her bed and I'm like, Mom, I'm gay. I like guys and I hope you can still love me. And this, and like I had a whole speech planned. Then I go to sleep. Next day, my friend invited me over to have like a sleepover. I get to my friend's house and we get a call on the phone. My mom called their house phone. And my friend's mom was like, your mother would like to talk to you. And they also want you to go into another room. They want you to be alone. Like your mom wants you to be alone. And I was like, okay. So I go into the other room and my mom was like, Spencer, like, I've been wanting to talk to you all day about this dream I had about you. And I need to ask you, are you gay? And I literally was like, did me coming out to my mom in her sleep make her have a dream that I was gay?
Or maybe she wasn't sleeping.
No, she definitely, well, I don't know if she was or wasn't.
Okay.
Like, that's the thing. But she said she had a dream. And I basically was like, yeah, I am. She was like, I love you. Like, she wasn't
Aw.
mad about it. And I was like, aw. And then, like, a year went on and she was like, yeah, bitch, I was not asleep. Like, I was wide awake.
Yeah.
She was like, after you have kids, you hear every noise in the house. Like,
right.
Mom was like, Spencer, you could be like tiptoeing to the bathroom. I'm waking up. You really thought you sitting next to my bed whispering some shit? Like, I wasn't going to hear that?
I'm gay.
I was like, I'm gay. My mom, I guarantee, under her breath was like this. I know. But yeah, that's how I came out to my mom. And then like with my friends, it was always like, I hated this. Like I came out and it was like the people I was friends with were like, oh, we know. Bitch, I know you know. Just like
Yeah,
be
let
happy.
me have my moment.
Like just be like, oh, no way. Like
Really?
yes. Meanwhile, me like, OMG, hey guys, what did you get on your math test?
I feel that.
Oh my gosh, wait. Oh, okay. Now I have to keep going because we're on like a gay roll.
Okay, let's talk more about gay.
Are you on like, are you on lesbian TikTok? Like, is your For You page lesbian TikTok?
No, because this is gonna sound bad, but like every time lesbians, this is
Come
gonna
on,
make
your
me
For You
sound
page, you
homophobic.
swipe?
No, I do like not interested
I do that too with
because
gay men.
I don't want to be on lesbian talk.
I don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it. I'm sorry.
Not only that, not only do I not want to see it, but it's like seeing people in happy relationships while I'm not in one. Like I'm bitter. I don't care. I will say it. I'm bitter and I'm jealous. And I will look at you guys and I will say this in my head. Damn, I hope they break up. I swear on everything and every fiber of my being, anytime I've ever seen a cute couple on my For You page, I've been like this. Oh, so cute. Hope you break up soon. How
So
does
cute.
heartbreak taste,
Report.
bitch?
I just don't. Lesbians are. I don't want to see the like thirst traps. I just don't care. And also, I think that it just. Once I like one gay thing, it infiltrates my whole thing. I want to be on dog talk and food talk.
I
Those
have, like,
and spiritual talk.
I have like random ass people on my For You page. Like I have this one woman, I'm not joking, don't know who she is. I do like all of her videos though. That's probably why she's still on my For You page. She gets like 30 likes per video and it's her singing. And she's not the best, but she's like really old and I think she's so cute.
Aw.
And then I get like other weird videos.
I just like the weird ones, like different. I want to see different things. I don't want to see just only gay.
For a while, I was on Russian TikTok.
How?
Oh.
They're speaking in Russian?
Mm-hmm. They're like speaking in like.
Do you speak Russian?
Nope.
They're like.
No, I was just there. So when COVID hit, like I had a really bad sleep schedule. And I just remember one day I was up late at night and I saw this one girl come on my For You page and she was Russian. And I was like, whoa, I love your content. Let me keep watching. So I
didn't understand her?
Nope. But she did like transition videos mainly. So I'm watching all of her transition videos and then I saw that she tagged someone. I went to their tagged and then I went from like their tag to their tag. It was just like a cycle. Like I was just like, to get out of it, like I either had to swipe out of the app or just like do like that constant like swipe right thing. So like I go all the way back to the For You page. And then the next day I go on my For You page and I'm like, why are all the captions in Russian? And I guess I put myself in the Russian TikTok algorithm.
They don't know. Free Brittany Griner. I'm scared of Russia.
Literally.
Yeah.
Say it loud. They're so. Whew.
Anyways. being gay though.
Being gay.
Wait, we're talking about being gay and then and then Russia. Like this is so.
No, we've actually been bouncing everywhere. We talked about like being addicted to Adderall. We talked
so
about
bad.
growing up conservative, gay. We jumped from being gay to coming out the church, from the church to the mistranscriptions.
We've said so
to
many
wrestling.
things that people could just attack us for. Like
No, yeah. People can take little snippets from this and be like, okay, you're messed up. And you know what I'll say? Watch the whole episode.
watch the whole episode.
And then you'll know the truth.
Right.
You'll just see two people sitting in their comfy chairs
These
and
are very comfy.
babbling. I know. I'm really glad you wore your pajamas or comfy clothes.
Yeah, I almost didn't. I saw your DM. I was fully wearing like a button-down shirt, like, and I was like, oh, okay. No, I'm so comfy though.
I know, that's the whole point.
Vibes.
PJs for life.
Love.
Are there any like lesbian clubs in LA? Have you been to WeHo, like the gay clubs?
Yeah, I try to not go there anymore.
Oh yeah, no, I stay far, far away
Because
from
it's
there.
just like, first of all, all the gay clubs are infiltrated with, they're all straight people now. So it's like, what's the point? Like, because they're like fun. So then all the straight people go. And then I don't know. It's just like, also I got my phone. Everyone gets their phone stolen there. Once I got it stolen, I never went back. I was like, this shit.
Also, you just gave me flashbacks. Sorry, I need a moment.
You got your phone stolen?
Twice. I'm having
Yeah.
flashbacks.
Yeah, I was there for like a second
And I had
and
my
it got
wallet
stolen. Your wallet too?
Yeah, my full wallet was stolen, yeah.
Yeah, not good. Oh my God. Do you know Peach?
Yeah.
She got her phone and her wallet. I don't know why I just thought of this, but she got her phone and her wallet stolen in WeHo when she was visiting, literally from Australia. She was like outside sobbing, and people were coming up to her like, Peach, can I get a picture? And she's like so unwell, crying. And I just thought that was really funny.
The only time I've ever said no to a photo was in WeHo when I had my phone stolen.
Yeah.
Someone was like, can we get a photo, please? And I said, no. I said, I'm really sorry, but no. Also, when I got my wallet stolen, I said, no. Because
No.
first I had thank God I had my phone still when I had my wallet stolen, because I was able to like lock all my bank accounts. But when I had my phone stolen, I was like, I need to figure out how to get home. I can't Uber home. I can't haul a taxi. We're in LA. Thank God. My friend was there. Yes, I know Jory. Do you know Jory, Alluring Skull?
Yeah.
Jory, I freaking love you. Jory, I'm not joking. They ordered me an Uber. They saw me outside crying, and they said, Spencer, what's wrong?
You were alone?
I had my friend with me, but but they were like, oh, I'm gonna stay and dance, and I said, bitch, you just had your phone stolen and you want to stay? But Jory ended up ordering me an Uber home.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, but like clubs and WeHo are just.
No, they're the worst. And like,
You know what I always say?
Yeah.
Like WeHo for gay people. Don't get me wrong. A lot of the
but
times
there's a
I'll
lot
see
of gay
people.
men there.
What?
I feel like there's so many gay men there.
It's like, I'm not joking. WeHo, and if you are gay and you go to WeHo and you have other opinions, that's okay. Like, you can have your opinions. I'll have mine. It's Grindr IRL.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
that's true.
It's like everyone there is like looking to hook up with someone.
Yeah.
Anytime I've gone there with my friends, I feel like either myself or my friends get harassed. Like the last time I was there, someone like touched me, and I was like, I don't know you, please. Like,
Right.
don't touch me.
Right.
And then I was getting in my Uber with my friends, and this guy, I am not joking. He was following us from bar to bar to bar, and he tried to get in the Uber with us, and I started screaming at him in the middle of the road. Mind you, it's like 2 a.m. and I'm like, leave us the hell alone. We
Yeah.
don't know you. We don't want you in the car with us. And he was like, please let me in. And then I told him, I said, sorry, we all have a lot of STDs. You don't want to get in this car. And he was like, excuse me? And I said, yeah, I have like gonorrhea, chlamydia. You don't want it. And then I slammed the door in his face and I asked the Uber driver to drive away.
Hey. Yeah, I think it's just over like populate.
Sexualized.
Yeah, but there's
and-
like so many people there that it's hard to regulate. Like people are just acting a fool everywhere.
Yeah. I
know?
made out with a foreign exchange student there.
Really?
Yeah, this is like actually a crazy story. You want to hear it?
Okay, get into it.
So I'm there. I was there with one of my friends. It was just me and my friend. We went in a group and we all kind of like split up. And I went to this gay bar. And while we were there, this like
In WeHo.
this
Wait,
foreign
which one?
I think it was maybe it has like revolving doors.
Oh,
It's like on a corner.
it's called the Revolver or
Oh,
something.
that's funny as hell because they have revolving doors. Oh, that makes sense. Maybe it was revolver. I'm not too sure.
I don't know. Okay.
But we're in there and I'm with my friend and this guy offered to buy me a drink. So I said, okay. Free
Okay,
drinks.
but sorry to interrupt you, but what's your, like, would you let anyone buy you a drink or it's because you thought he was cute?
Oh, I'd let anyone buy me a drink as long
Okay.
as I'm looking at the drink being made and I can pick it up myself and you're not handing it to me.
Okay.
Because like I'm very like watchful of what I do.
Okay.
So I sit down at the bar with him. He orders me a drink. I end up getting my drink. We drink. We talk. Yada yada. I find out he's a foreign exchange student. Next thing we know, like we're making out. Whatever. And after we're done making out, I left this man on his toes. That's my favorite thing to do. I said, bye. And he said, where are you going? And I said, home. And he said, why? And I said, because I'm tired. And then he was like, I need you to know that like I'm straight and like this, that, and the third. And like I have never kissed a man before and yada yada. And I said, I grabbed his hand here. I said, I want you to know you're not straight and that's okay. Come out on your own terms. And I just left. And I knew after he had a taste of these lips, he knew.
He
He knew. We knew. We all knew.
He knew what he was working with. Like, what?
Now, I know you're talking about like different sides of like gay and lesbian, but another question I have for you is when you were on TikTok, did you immediately come out or was it kind of just like, oh, I'm gay?
No, I mean, I look like this. You know?
Yeah, I went
And
on
I was
the
making like gay content. That's what I when I first started TikTok, I was only making lesbian stuff. Honestly, on purpose, because I was like, okay, let me get all like
Let's
the
get the ball
lesbians,
rolling.
and just like build this like, and then I specifically, intentionally stopped, like not all at once, but I just weaned into like making things that anyone could watch. So it's like everyone already knew, and like I look so gay. Like I didn't have to come out because it's like
I
you're
feel
gay.
that I like never had to come out online. Like
Yeah.
it was just like, I feel like it was one of those things for me where I was like, if you know, you know, you don't, you don't. The only time I ever really came out was when I came out as gender fluid. And that was because I did a trend. And I had mentioned in my lives before that I was like learning my gender identity and like trying to have a hold on like who I was and coming to terms with my pronouns and like what I felt my gender identity was. And I did a trend and it was specifically made for like transgender, non-binary, gender fluid individuals. And I did the trend and I got so much hate on it.
What?
Because people were like, we get that you're gay, but like you're cisgender and you're not allowed to use this audio and this and the third. And like there were people making videos about me doing it. And in my video I made, I said like, I'm sorry for not making a full coming out video on TikTok, but I want you all to know that I am gender fluid and I was not doing the trend to like take away, but to like participate in it.
Right.
And it felt weird because that was the first time in my life I ever felt, I don't want to say forced to come out, but it was like I could have not told anyone and kept receiving hate, or I could tell everyone and then like have the hate stop.
Right.
And it was weird because I think I waited like maybe 2 days because I was like, do I want to do this right now? But then I did, and I'm happy. In hindsight now, I'm happy that that situation happened because it allowed me to just like come out on TikTok and just be like, hey, this
Right.
is who I am.
Yeah.
But I never really made any videos being like, oh, I'm gay. Like I had a full boyfriend when I was like posting stuff too. So it was like, you know, you don't, you don't.
Yeah. It's funny how the internet works because everyone was quick to be like, you can't use this audio, like you're being like iffy, like whatever. And then I'm sure when you came out? Were they all like accepting?
Everyone was
and
accepting and apologizing. They were like, we're
Yeah.
so sorry that you felt forced to come out like this.
yeah, well, this is what happens.
There was like unfortunately, like, again, like, I understand why people were upset, and I understand, like, with no explanation behind what the audio I was using, people are probably like, what the hell?
Right.
But at the same time, it was like, I guess it was like on my end too, it was my fault because I knew what the audio was meant for, and I kind of like in my head I was like, oh, I'm gonna use it, and then people were kind of like questioning why I was using it.
Yeah.
So I think it was like on both ends where it was like I used an audio knowing what it was meant for, and then people are now questioning like, why did you use it?
Yeah. But they could have taken a second to be like, okay,
Maybe
they're using
Spencer
this. Yeah,
is-
maybe like.
But there were
hello.
also a lot of people who were like straight using it. They were using it to show their glow ups. And like in my video, I was like showing me growing up, and then like me with like makeup on and looking all pretty.
Do you ever get hate? Because I was on Jesse's podcast and they were asking me if I get hate for being gay, but I'm like, no, because I just feel I've never gotten hate for being gay because I feel like the people who follow me, it's like, does Ellen now get, well, Ellen's a bad, never mind. But like, when you know that, like, people just know what it is. Like, they're not coming to my page to be like, oh my God, I can't believe you're gay.
I feel like the only time I've ever received any form of like homophobic hate is when when I'm being canceled. Like when I had someone on Twitter make fake tweets of me saying like racial slurs, and they did it literally. I have a screenshot of them saying it too. They were like, I did it because I wanted to ruin his reputation because I think he's annoying. Like that's why they did it. And I got so much hate for tweets that I didn't even make, let alone would ever make in my life. And when that was happening, I was getting tagged in someone, you know how on Twitter there are like, you can see almost everything on Twitter. Like it's very gory. Someone tagged me in a video of a man being stoned in another country and said, wish this was you. Someone said that someone literally DM'd me and was like, you don't have rights in 32 countries. What makes you think you have any in this one? Like, shut the hell up. Then someone else told me, like made a video edit of me and said the reason for HIV. Yeah. I feel like people use like cancellation or like people being canceled as an excuse to be openly homophobic, racist, sexist.
Yeah.
No matter like who you are.
Yeah.
You know?
Because people just want to hate for whatever reason. And it's all stemming from their own insecurities. But they just want to like see other people fail. That's literally all it is. I feel like even if they're not like actually homophobic, it's just like, what's the first thing I could come at them for?
To hurt their feelings.
Gay.
And it's like real. And here's my thing. I feel like a lot of the times I feel like things that people say are very unwarranted. Especially when it's like, again, homophobic, racist, misogynistic, like the list goes on. It's like, if you're going to cancel someone, you should cancel them for what they did. Right. And not use their identity as an insult or a way to insult them.
Yeah.
Like if someone's openly ableist on the internet, but they're a lesbian woman, you shouldn't use their identity as being a lesbian woman to drive your hatred. Because it's like you the reason you're canceling this person is because they were being ableist.
Right.
And what is ableism? Ableism is discrimination based off of someone who is not able-bodied. And it's like, that's why they're being canceled, because they're ableist. And now you're going after them using their identity, but what did that person just do?
Right.
They attacked someone else because of their identity, and not only their identity, but like what they have to live with. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's so weird because it's very like hypocritical. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Like you're canceling someone else for doing something that you're now doing to them.
Yeah, that's so true. You're canceling someone for not being like accepting or like, I guess accepting, and then you're coming for them for something that they are.
Exactly.
I get what you're saying.
You know, it's like, it's so strange to me how like cancellation works, because it literally is just that, like, oh, you're canceling this person because they said something racist. Good. cancel them because they said something racist. But what I will tell you not to do is to attack their identity. Because
Right.
what does their identity have to do with them being a shit person?
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
have to do
they're
anything.
they're gay, but that has nothing to do with them being shitty.
Yeah.
They're just a shit person. Attack their personality.
Because then it's bad for other gay people.
Because it's like, okay.
Because you're associating that with gay when
Exactly.
it's not. They
It's
just
just
happen to
them.
be gay and a shitty person.
Mm-hmm.
It's, yeah.
We ate that.
I agree. We did eat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm full.
Okay. I wanted to now talk to you about straight people assuming that you like them.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you, Juan?
Yeah. But I feel like, honestly, though, recently it hasn't because I don't surround myself with straight people. Ever. Why would I?
In high school, though, did it happen to you a lot?
Yeah.
It happened to me a lot.
No, not a lot, but it did.
It happened to me as well.
And I felt really uncomfortable when I first came out because I didn't want... Like, I felt like I couldn't be, like, one of the girls anymore. Like, I didn't want... Like, if someone
I
was
was never one of the
changing in front of
guys,
me...
so I was like,
True.
I don't give a shit.
But I'd be, like literally, like...
Head down.
I don't want you to think I'm looking at you.
That's how in the locker rooms, that's how I was. I literally would hide in like the nearest corner of the locker room and get changed over there because I was like, I cannot
Right.
have these guys looking, like, I don't care if they're looking at me, but I don't want to be caught looking at them because
Yeah.
that's where the problem, because I was openly gay in high school, very openly gay. And it's like, I didn't want them to think like, oh, like, what are you looking at? Are you looking at my blah, 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 blah? No, bitch. I'm here to get changed. We're in a locker
Yeah.
room and you all smell like shit anyways. So
Yeah. But honestly, more than people thinking I want them, actually more what happened to me was like I was like an experiment for a lot of straight girls. Like, let me just test the waters, and then none of them are really gay. But at first, like, now I would never do that.
But at first
I was like eating it up, like
Yeah.
the attention, but like being someone's like first gay experience. But then that gets old. But like
it
straight
gets old
girls
because you
love
feel
to do
like a
that.
lab rat. Like, that's what
Yeah.
it feels like. It feels like you're like their like test dummy.
Yeah,
And I
which you
hate
are.
when that happens.
Mhm.
And
then they love to be like, I'm not, like the guy who kissed you. They love to do that. They love to, like, you have.
oh,
a
I'm not gay
hole.
though. Bitch, we just made out. There's
Yeah.
you're a little fruity.
You literally just did very gay activities that I can't say that are vulgar, and you're gonna be like, I'm not gay. I think you're gay, babe.
No, yeah. There's
You seemed gay.
something's not
Something's
not adding up.
Beep, beep,
You
boop, boop.
kissed me. You said you wanted to do naughty things to me, and that equals
Straight.
straight. No, yeah, the calculator, it's not working.
Yeah, not adding up.
Not
babe.
adding up. Oh no, I just redid the math. You're a homo.
You're gay.
But the one experience I did have, this was actually, this person ended up becoming one of my best friends in high school, which is so bizarre to me because by my senior year of high school, like when I was like freshman to junior, I was very insecure. But by like my senior year, I was kind of like, I'm graduating. I kind of don't give a shit anymore. Like, if you don't like me, you don't like me, but I'm going to stick up for myself now if you decide to say something. And at the time, I was in a friend group. It was 3 girls and me, and we all got like really close really fast. And then one of the girls started talking to this guy, and he was already friends with like kind of the 2 other girls, but like him talking to the one girl in our group made him kind of like ease his way in there. And I remember the first time I met him, it was actually in my friend's car. And me and him were in the back seat, and my 2 girlfriends were in the front. And me and him were just talking. And I started like blinking, and like my lips get dry. So I licked my lips. And he said, don't do that. And I said, let me set the hell up for this one. I said, don't do what? And he said,
Twitching.
He said, don't lick your lips at me. And I was like, excuse me? And then he said, did you just wink at me? And I said, just because I am gay, that in no way means I'm attracted to you whatsoever. Just so you know, 1, 2, you're not my type. And 3, I'm insulted that you think I actually am attracted to you. I'm trying to have a conversation with you. And if you can't hold a conversation, that's on you, not on me. He shut the hell up real quick.
And it's giving you're gay, sir.
And then
He's like, don't do that.
No. But here's where it gets crazy. I told my friends about it because like my 2 friends in the front were like chit-chatting. They didn't hear what was happening in the back seat. And whenever he would come around, he noticed that I would get quiet. Like it was like we would all be laughing. He would come up and I would stop talking. And all of my friends knew why. He just didn't know why. And then one day he walked up to me. He said, "Why don't you talk when I'm around you?" And I said verbatim, I said, "Because of when we were in the car, you said because I licked my lips and I was blinking that you thought I liked you. I'm uncomfortable around you." And I was like, you thought me licking my lips and blinking made you uncomfortable around me? No, the fact that you thought me doing simple, mundane, human like activities that everyone does was a way of flirtatious towards you, that made me uncomfortable. And after that, I don't know what the hell changed. Oh, I know what changed. Eventually, like he just started like talking to me. Like we became like.
Well, did he apologize?
Yes. I would not have. He actually was like, "I'm sorry, like this and the third." And he was like, "I'm not used to having gay friends." And I said, "That's okay. I'll be your friend and I was like, I will be your friend, but I'm going to call you out on the shit you do."
He went to your Catholic school?
No, this was in high school.
Oh.
But I was like, I'm going to call you out on the shit you do, just so you know. And he was like, "Okay." And then eventually we just started talking. We became closer and then we became like really good friends. Like I considered him my best friend. And then here was the thing. I actually did end up liking him. Like that's what's crazy. And I think he knows that. Like we all freaking knew that. And I remember one day, oh my gosh, this was like right after we graduated high school and we kind of like didn't talk for a while. And then one day it just popped up in my brain. And like when we were in high school, towards the end of high school, I think he knew I liked him. But by the time I like got back in contact with him, I was like, no, like I'm already talking to new guys. Like I'm not interested in you anymore. I just miss you as a friend. I hit him up because my mom works in education. She was talking about like how admissions was opening up again. And my friend, he ended up taking an off year. So I hit him up just to be like, "Hey, like, are you thinking about doing admissions? Because I remember last year you were asking me if my mom could help you with stuff." And then he FaceTimes me and he goes, "So what made you really want to call me?" Or no, he said, "So what made you?"
Gay.
And then he said, "So what made you?" He said, "So what made you really want to text me?" And I said, "My mom working in community college and mentioning admissions." And he was like, no, what was the real reason? And I said,
He wants you.
"No, he doesn't." And I said, "That was the real reason." And then he was like, "Okay." And I said, "All right, I'm going to go now." And I hung up. And I haven't, we follow each other on Instagram and he's chill, but I haven't talked to him since. And if he sees this podcast, oops.
I think that you want Spence.
I don't think so. And if he did, I'd be like, "Hey, bud."
Because since the first time he was flirting with you.
Ew.
He was like, "Don't do that." Because he was he liked it.
I don't think that's the case. I mean,
we'll see. Maybe one day when he sees this, he'll confess his love.
He'll see this and be like, and it's like those montage movies where all the scenes flash back and it's just like my face in his brain. Yeah.
The first time of you guys in the car and he's like watching it in
He's
black
like,
and white.
And then he texts me and I'm like, "Hey, bitch." And he's like, "I have a confession." And I'm like, "Me too. I'm getting married." That would be a crazy movie.
That would be crazy.
Okay, another question. I already dove into this one, but have you had like platonic friends who like were straight or like questioning their sexuality who eventually thought you liked them because you were open about your sexuality?
No, I haven't had that. I've had like my first 2 girlfriends were my straight friends that like ended up like they came on to me and then I dated them.
Oh, work.
But they're like literally not gay now. That's why I think everyone is just kind of gay, or
like,
I just think everyone is everything. I don't know, because
that's why I say sexuality is a spectrum.
It really is, because I like viscerally hate men and have like an issue with them, but like I have always said like I think I have the capacity to be pan. I just hate men so much, so I can't be attracted to them. But if I didn't hate them, like, I don't know, I feel like what I've seen, the people I've dated, how they're like straight, but then they were just like gay. When I think like if you love someone, you could be attracted to them.
You know what I think it is? I feel like it's a lot less people being attracted to. I feel like people are more so attracted to like femininity and masculinity. You know what I mean? Like, I find I'm more attractive to masculinity. And I currently in my life, I'm only 21, have only found that when talking to guys, you know? But that isn't to say like one day I'm going to meet a really masculine woman. Okay, yeah, I cannot see my. I'm sorry, I can't see myself with a woman. I'm like really trying to sit here and be like, well, maybe. No, bitch, it's gonna.
But gay men love. I get hit on more in WeHo by gay men than women. Like they eat me up, and I'm like.
I get hit on. I don't even get hit on. I just have straight girls like, let us buy you a shot. Like every time I go to WeHo, the one reason I love WeHo, I know we were talking shit on it before, but if I want to get a free drink, I'm going to WeHo because I know the straight girls are there. And they love me, and I love you girls too. And they're always like, Spencer, can we please get you a shot? Can you take a shot with us? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to make you. And then they're like, no, we want you to. And I'm like, okay, let's do this.
You're like, okay, I was already going to say yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that's sometimes why I don't like going because people will like, not that I think I walk in there and everyone like is like I can't take people, like it makes me uncomfortable when I get flirted on with like and someone buys me a drink and it's because they know me from TikTok. I can't take the interaction like seriously, like at all.
Usually
like
when
it makes
I'm,
me
like,
uncomfortable.
Usually when I'm there, I'm already like slightly intoxicated. So it's kind of like.
Right. You have to be like drunk.
And I also like, to be fair, whenever someone has bought me a drink in WeHo, I don't just take the drink and leave. Like I will stay there and talk to them. And that's when my friends always get mad at me because it's like, I'm not the type of person who's going to be like, oh yeah, thanks for the drink, bye. Like I'm going to stay and we're going to talk and we're going to kiki it up and we're going to have a great damn time.
Yeah.
And a lot of my friends are like, Spencer, you're always disappearing. And I'm like, I'm just meeting people.
Yeah. I have the, wait, we talked about your big three once, but I don't remember it. Do you know your rising sign?
Yeah.
Is it Virgo?
No, my moon is in Virgo.
I knew something was Virgo. Wait, what is it?
I'm a double Leo.
That's where that is. Because I'm a Scorpio rising and I'm like, no one look at me, no one talk to me. Like, I don't know. Like, I get like that where like with strangers, if they like talk, like, no, if someone approaches me and they know me from TikTok, I'm always like really excited and happy to talk to them. But just like random people, I'm just very skeptical of everyone. I'm like, who are you? Like, don't talk to me.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I can see that. No, I'm not like that.
I wish Leo rising is such a fun placement to have, I feel like. That's what you. That's
yeah. I'm a Leo sun, Leo rising.
That's so fun.
And a Virgo moon.
That's psychotic, but that's really fun.
Did you say? So? Yeah, I'm crazy.
I'm crazy.
And I can't change.
Even if I tried, even if I wanted to.
My love, my love, it keeps me warm.
Keeps me warm.
Well. Miss.
We killed that.
We killed it.
Sorry.
I think we killed this entire podcast episode.
I think it's completely murdered.
Before,
slaughtered.
guys, I'm sorry. This is coming to an end. I don't know if you've noticed, but like, do you want to, before we end this beautiful, amazing podcast, would you like to tell everybody where they can find you on social media? Any new upcoming projects you might have?
Yeah. Bye everyone. It was so nice seeing you. You can find me at mgracedog on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, it's EMGRACEDAWG. And yeah, and I'm starting stand-up, so yeah, Straight for Pay in December. It's going to be a comedy show. Come see me in LA.
That's crazy.
Bye. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Thanks.
So thank you everybody for tuning in. Make sure to stream this on all audio streaming platforms. And if you want to see this happening live and in video, you can go to the Past Your Bedtime YouTube channel and make sure to subscribe. And if you don't, you hate me. Do you hate me? No. So subscribe to the Past Your Bedtime YouTube channel. And yeah, you guys know where to find me. So I love you guys. And thank you for tuning in to another amazing, fun, talented, extraordinary episode of I'm Literally Screaming. I will see you next time.